Hi, everyone. My name is Chris, and I am your friendly neighborhood Baba Duchess. And my turkey friend here and I are going to be talking about Thanksgiving horror. Now, I could have just kept him on his shelf in the background, but if I did that, I would not be able to show you that he does this. A very good friend of mine bought this for me last year, and I absolutely love it. It is from the movie Thanksgiving, which is the first movie I'm going to talk about. But overall, you can think of this video as a menu to guide you through the holiday. I won't be going into depth. I will just be presenting some movies that fit the holiday. I will also be talking about some that are not specifically Thanksgiving, but I think are Thanksgiving adjacent. You could make it work. So, obviously, the first movie that I'm going to talk about is Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which has become a Thanksgiving tradition. I actually watched it last night, which is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. And I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy it as much as I have in the past, but it is still a solid holiday slasher. I know Eli Roth is kind of hit and miss for people. If you are a fan, it's worth making it part of the tradition. But if you're not, skip it. I think what makes it work more for me is a lot of the humor and how just unserious it is. It's not reinventing the slasher, but it's definitely having fun with it, which is what I like about a lot of Roth's films, where they just really are just decidedly unserious. And of course, you have the gore, which is always fun and over the top. Solid cast. Someone is out for revenge after a horrific incident on the Black Friday the year before. People doing dumb things, teenagers, a killer with an axe, and a pilgrim hat and a mask. A worthy addition to any Thanksgiving menu. If you want to take it back to the 80s, there is Blood Rage. Is it a good movie? No. Is it a fun movie? Yes. You have a psychotic killer stalking people in an apartment complex where his mother and twin brother live. They go heavy on the fact that it is Thanksgiving. This plays a big part, quips and all. So check it out. Another one from the 80s is Deadly Friend, which I hadn't actually thought of until I saw a list of Thanksgiving horror movies. But what happens in this movie that really gets the story going does happen on Thanksgiving Day. You have a very smart young man who has created like this friend robot. And when his friend, played by Kristy Swanson, is killed on Thanksgiving Day, he ends up swapping the robot's brain for her brain. Calamity ensues. Again, like Blood Rage, is it a good movie? No, but it's a fun movie. And it's made all the better by an appearance by Anne Ramsey, Mama Fratelli from the Goonies. She never misses. There's an iconic scene in this one concerning a basketball. You're going to have fun. Now, if you want something completely tasteless and raunchy, you can go for Thanksgiving. It's about a talking turkey going around causing havoc, killing people.
And I accidentally cut him.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It is trash, but it's wonderful trash. If you're looking for something that goes a little more into the culty, you could try Christy. It is about a young woman. She is alone on campus during Thanksgiving break. This one I saw for the first time just a few years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. I will also mention the movie Escape Room. Now, I saw this one so long ago that I didn't even remember that it does take place over Thanksgiving weekend. Simple concept. You have this group of people in an escape room.
Duh!
Which turns into another escape room, and of course, people start getting picked off. Kind of like the escape rooms at the mall meet Saw. Granted, it's not a great movie, but I've also been trying, on top of the obvious ones like, Thanksgiving and Blood Rage, I just wanted to point out a couple that we don't realize do take place over Thanksgiving. So this next one that I'm going to mention kind of bridges the gap between the actual Thanksgiving movies and then ones that they're not on Thanksgiving, but they kind of have that feel to it. And that is Black Friday, starring the great Bruce Campbell.
Groovy.
It's Thanksgiving night. Of course, there's a huge Black Friday sale. but some kind of parasitic alien has landed and starts infecting everyone. So you have the craziness of what a Black Friday sale just is in general, and then you have the added bonus of people mutating. And of course, our trusty employees at the store have to figure out what's going on and how they can get out. It's fun. So these next couple, they don't have anything to do with Thanksgiving itself, but hopefully you'll bear with me. And I think the movie You're Next would make a fine Thanksgiving viewing. You have a family gathered at this secluded house in the woods, and you know right away that there is kind of a weird dynamic between everyone. And as they sit down for dinner one night, people start getting picked off. This movie kind of kicked off the return of Barbara Crampton to a lot of horror movies, which has been great. I am all here for the Barbara-sance. Sharni Vinson gives a great performance as Erin, one of the main protagonists. And Ty West actually has a small role in this one. So a family dinner and lots of tension. That sounds like Thanksgiving to me. And if you really want to have some fun with it, especially with Black Friday, watch Dawn of the Dead. Either version will do. You've got people trapped inside a mall with crazies trying to break down the door. Isn't that what Black Friday's all about? And this one isn't horror, but it is one that I do tend to watch every Thanksgiving because it just has that feel, and that is Knives Out. I don't really need to say much about that one, but you have this whole family gathered at this mansion. Someone ends up dead, and you have your detective who's going to figure out who did it and why. I don't know if it's because it's set in the fall or it came out in the fall, but something about it is just Thanksgiving to me. I will link down below the list I saw from Creepy Catalog, which kind of inspired this and had me look at a couple other movies I wouldn't have necessarily thought of for this list. And if I find some other ones too, I'll link those as well. I know this is a short one, but I just wanted to pop in, give a couple recommendations, wish everyone a happy holiday.
Yes, the cranberries. We're having mashed potatoes.
And if you're not in the US, hey, still check out these movies. Thank you as always to everyone supporting my little channel. I'm still growing in fits and starts, still trying to figure this whole thing out, but I appreciate everyone who is along for the ride with me. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Before I go, remember, like what you like, don't be a dick, and empathy is a superpower.